Hello, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and this is my 31 days of horror movie reviews, and I'm here to talk about a movie that I guess I can say I grew up on, because I've seen this a few times as a kid, as a child. Now, rewatching it now, I almost can't believe that I've seen this movie as a child. I'm talking about Wolf! Wolf is a 1994 film that was directed by Mike Nichols. And the plot is we see Jack Nicholson as Will, and he works at this book publishing company. He's on his way back from this trip, and he has an encounter with a wolf. It bites him. You sort of think nothing of it, even though there's a pack of wolves out there. Kind of creepy. But again, oh well. Then over time, as he's back home, he starts to develop new senses. His hearing's better. He feels stronger. He feels younger. He feels vibrant, and he's having all these things. Mind you, there's a couple people in his life, like James Spader, who does a lot of underhanded, messed up things. He thought he was his friend, but he steals his job. He steals his wife. I mean, it's brutal. And then you find out that wolf bite turns Jack Nicholson into a werewolf, and we kind of go from there. Now, what I think of Wolf is I still enjoy the movie. I do. I can say that maybe the first half of it's a little slow, but I didn't mind it necessarily. But it does take a while for the werewolf parts to get going. You get a lot of Jack with his wife, or him at his job, and him just in his normal day life, and then things slowly go towards the supernatural. James Spader, I want to mention really quick, as Stuart. He's a real prick. He does a great job at playing this asshole guy who first you think he's your friend, you think that he's loyal to you, you think that he's going to be there for you, but he's one of those guys that says, oh hey, do you need anything? But he's not asking because he really wants to know if you need anything. He's only asking because he expects or he hopes that you're going to say no. Because all he wants is that brief moment where he looks like the nice guy just because he asked, but he doesn't really want you to say yes. Again, there's many people out there that exist, but I think he did a really good job of just being severely unlikable. Jack Nicholson, I think this isn't his most lively performance. I think he is a lot more subdued than normal, but when you see him in the makeup, Rick Baker does the werewolf effects in the makeup, and you could argue that maybe you want to see him full-fledged werewolf sooner than you do. You have to wait towards the end where you see him looking like the Wolfman that you want to see, and so maybe that's disappointing, but I was okay with it, I guess. Again, you have that slow build. You have those moments of him waking up in the middle of the night, chasing down deers and other animals that he just eats in the middle of the woods. He wakes up and doesn't know what he's done. Michelle Pfeiffer plays Laura, who I really like her. I mean, just in general, I like Michelle Pfeiffer anytime I see her. But in this role, she's a very confident person who can take care of herself and isn't so much the damsel in distress. I mean, I like how she plays herself. I like how she's very much there for Jack, but she's her own character as well. And where her story leaves off, I won't get too much into it, spoiler-wise and stuff, but where her story leaves off, I wished that we could have got some sort of sequel or continuation, just to see how she would have played all of those moments that we get. But, like I said, the practical effects, I like the werewolf transformation scenes. I don't know if we'll ever be able to beat an American Werewolf in London. That's next level shit. And sure, yeah, you don't get so much of that here, but the end is what you're here for. The end is what you're sitting here watching this movie and you want to see. You want to see some werewolves go at it and fight and kill each other and ravage each other, and that's what you get tenfold. So overall, look, is this a perfect werewolf movie? Is this the best? Probably not, but it's something that I enjoy, I appreciate, I have a little nostalgia feelings towards it. I can't believe that I watched this as a child, because there's a scene later on where a different werewolf character other than Jack Nicholson, in his werewolf form, not only is there a lot of killing on the part of that werewolf, there's a scene where he pretty much is this close to raping Michelle Pfeiffer. It's intense. It's hardcore. It's, man, again, my little immature mind. What could I have been thinking? I don't want to know. Yeesh, man. What would happen? Like, would she get pregnant from a werewolf? Would she give birth to a cub? Anyways, this film, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Wolf? Do you like it as well? Did you see it when it came out? Is this even a movie that you've ever heard of? Because you don't hear people talking about it all that much. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Soul's taken over by a devilish path. You got me walking on broken glass. Kicking down the door with a Jason mask. With a decked out machete, but you motherfuckers know it's heavy. Anytime you're ready, you can get you with a Bowie. Setting up to blow me, but the bitch don't know me. Who's going? I'm going, you know. I know that the man in the mirror is my next rival. Time goes and I never thought I'd live it so fast. Staring at the world from the end of my glass. Turned into a dark place, severed my brain. I done dropped out of class, but I made you.